Hey guys, so here's a couple more tips that you can implement in your game in order to get better at Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. This video is mainly geared towards beginners, but if you're more experienced, then there's definitely some stuff that you can take from this video as well. If you haven't already, then make sure you go watch my previous tips and tricks video where I go over other tips that can help you improve at the game too. Anywho, let's get started with the video. So tip number 7 is you want to level up first. I'm not going to tell you how to play, but you can use whatever weapon you want to play with. But the players that are higher level and have access to more guns and perks are going to have better loadouts than you. You want to make sure that if you're not max level, you want to focus on leveling up. That way you can reach levels where you unlock better weapons, perks, and attachments in the gunsmith so that you can use the best tools to win your games. Currently, I think the best way to level up is by playing the DMZ mode of Warzone 2, and you can easily finish contracts and kill a bunch of the AI so that by the end of the game you've racked up a lot of EXP and weapon EXP to level up your guns and attachments. Tip number 8, mouse versus controller. And so there's a lot of argument for people playing keyboard and mouse and people playing controller, so I'll let you decide which one you want to play with. If you decide to play with a controller, then aim assist is definitely going to be your best friend. A lot of professional players use a controller and it can be just as good as mouse and keyboard, if not better, due to that aim assist. Tip number 9 is fixing your settings. So there's a bunch of options in Call of Duty. There's a lot of customization, and I think some of the important things are your field of vision, your weapons field of vision, and your graphic settings if you're on PC. So if you increase your field of vision, that's going to allow you to see more of your surroundings versus leaving it as a default. Same with changing your weapons field of vision. By increasing your weapons field of vision, it's going to make your gun look smaller and allow you to see more of your screen. Lastly, if you're on PC, then I suggest going through your graphic settings and updating it for however strong your PC is so that you're not frame lagging at all, so that when you're in the heat of the moment, your computer's not screen lagging or FPS lagging while playing the game. Tip number 10 is that you want to aim for the head. So I know that sounds pretty self-explanatory, but I watch players all the time and the majority of players are just shooting people in the chest. And even though it takes less than 2 seconds to kill someone, if you and the enemy ends up spotting each other at exactly the same time, usually the person that aims for the head wins. Make sure that you're always trying to aim for the head. Make it a habit. Don't shoot at people's chests or legs. Tip number 11 is shooting through cover. And so there's a bunch of tactical shooters out there where you can shoot through walls and shoot through corners, and Call of Duty follows suit. Don't be afraid that just because someone's hiding behind some cover that you can't kill them. I've gotten a bunch of frags where a enemy's running away and I'm shooting at them and they get behind cover, but I continue to shoot at them and kill them through the wall. Another really good time to try and wallbang people is while you have UAV or portable radar. If you know someone's right behind the wall and you can see them on the radar, so you can easily just spam the wall and try and kill them that way too. Tip number 12 is semi-automatic guns versus fully automatic guns. So this tip is more in regards to the battle rifles in Call of Duty, where you can choose between semi-automatic and fully automatic. And so personally, I like sticking to semi-automatic because even in close quarters or mid-range fights, semi-automatic bullets do more damage than fully automatic bullets, so that it'll take less bullets for you to kill someone if you have it on semi-automatic. That way you can take down people faster if you're hitting your shots. Tip number 13 is movement. And so there's a lot that goes into movement because this is one of those run and gun games. One of the biggest change that I've seen from this game to previous Modern Warfare games, it does take a little bit more time to ADS after sprinting. If someone's holding a corner and you're sprinting around it, there's a higher chance that the person holding the corner will get the kill. And so you want to make sure that you try your best not to always just sprint around the corners and maybe whip out your gun preemptively when clearing out those corners. Also, be careful about dolphin diving all the time, since this puts you in a really easy position to get headshot. I would usually see players just press S or hold back on the stick right before they go prone, just so that they don't dolphin dive and they do a little drop shot instead. Tip number 14 is head glitching. The reason why head glitching is so good is because it keeps your model over a small target while still giving you the ability to see everything. And so if you make it a lot harder for you to get shot, then you're going to up the chances of you not dying greatly. By just playing the game, you might already be doing this, but being aware that you want to make sure that you're using your cover correctly will help you improve a lot at the game. A really good example of where to head glitch at is at the entrance of Greenberg Hotel. And so there's a flight of stairs between the main lobby and the entrance, where you can see the inside of the main lobby, it's really hard to kill players there because of how small their head is when playing from that ramp. There's lots more examples of this around every map. Make sure that you're aware of it and utilizing head glitching in your toolkit. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video all the way through. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe and leave a comment and like the video. Every little thing helps the channel grow. So thank you guys. Peace.